Hey, it's a boat doctor. It's cold outside. Why don't you stay for a while? Have a glass of wine. It's cold outside. Enough of that singing stuff. Hey, I'm out here for business here. Anyway, out here in this 20 outrage, running on a portable tank, and a little word to the wise guys. You know, when you hook up a tank, don't tie that fuel line in a knot, please. Now, I wasn't out here and a customer took the boat home, it wouldn't be run. For one thing, you got to hook it up to the main tank again when I get done. We're just eliminating the fuel source. Runs really good, turns up to 5,800. It could go down a pitch, but 58, I'll accept that. You got to trim it out. Water flows good, runs good. I do have to tighten up the friction right here. I took the cap off right here. What happens if this throttle falls back on you instead of holding like there, and then all of a sudden it starts slowing down, that means you need to set up this friction screw, which is right up underneath here. So just if you got a boat and it's doing that to you, that's just a little tidbit for you. I'll get my screwdriver out here real quick if I can. My hands are a little numb. Yeah, here we go. Let's see if I can get this out. Oh, come on, baby. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Then anyway, it's right up there. If I can see it. Yeah, right in there. Oh boy. I'll let you have a view when I'm doing this. It's kind of hard to do this and hold the camera at the same time. I should wear that head thingamajig. So I'm going to try a different screwdriver where I can get up in there. Let me see. Let's see which one will work. Yeah, this one's good. There we go. Do the file type. And I know you're saying, man, I can't even see what the heck you're doing here all over the map here. Let's go. Okay. There we go. That was way loose. Wow. Well, we'll try that. If not, I'll give it a little tighten up some more when we get going. So anyway, I think we got the problem figured out. So we're just gonna turn the keys, fuel injected, boom. When I initially started, of course, they had that line tied up, so it would start from fuel. First thing you want to look for is tach irregularity up and down. Like if that was fluctuating 876, 678, and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, that means you got a slight miss somewhere. You shouldn't do that. It should hold steady. Once in a while, maybe drop down to 6. I'll put it in gear. There's 6. Okay. Boat strap on the trailer you should replace, as well as your fuel. You're either low, don't have any fuel in the tanks, because I'm running on the portable. If not, your fuel gauge doesn't work. I don't know. Fuel gauge here isn't showing anything, so I don't know how you got it wired. Okay, your trim right here is your trim gauge. That needs your trim cam sensor in the back on the motor on the bracket. When you come down, I'll show you where that's out, or let the guys know if you want it fixed. Sometimes they're bad, sometimes they're just stuck, and you can get these numbers down to 1 when I'm all the way down trimmed. See how it's still popping up? So that needs adjustment, our new cam sensor. Okay, so then what I do is I do the Boat Doctor rigorous stress test. Once I know it runs good. So then what you want to do is trim down, just get it going, make sure you're going straight. A little windy, not bad, then hit it. About 2 to 3 seconds to plane. That's excellent, excellent, excellent. Then I bring it back down into neutral and see if it dies. Nope, good water flow, that's good. Staying at 700, that's good. So then what I do is I run it at certain, like 2,000 RPMs, then I'll bring it up to about 25, 26, and I'll run it to see if there's any hesitation. No hesitation. Now 3,000 is a good sign. Right there. If you got a fuel issue, typically it's going to be about 3,000. Some can be up at 5 when you just start getting debris in there. So now then I'm going to bring it up a little bit more. The throttle's holding. Before it would have fell back. I tightened that screw there. Porpoises, make sure it's trimmed down. You can do that with your trim tabs. The trim tabs on here ain't that really effective. So hit it a little bit more. There's 4,000 running good. Now I'm going to start trimming it up. The trim. And then I'm going to... Yeah, I don't think the trim tabs are working. Okay, so now we're at 47. Now we're at 5,000. It wouldn't have done this before. It would have just gone, oh, and then went down and died. You got to be kind of careful doing this, because if it dies, it can stop it. If you're not hanging on, they'll throw you forward. This time of year, you got to watch this water. It's like a pinball machine out here. You get these super high tides. Right here, I can see where the current's going. I'm going to avoid any foam. Then I'm going to cut back, because in this dead spot there could be big logs like one coming up. See them birds? I'm going to hang out over here, and then I see that water there. There's probably debris up here. Yep, there is. So I'm going to cut over here. See, there's your debris. See that? The slick water, you'll see that kind of current going through it. And then if you, like right up in there, there's more logs probably, yeah, right there. Boom, that's what I was warning you about. More debris. Then you got more foam, stay away from that stuff. And if you see a flat spot, stay away. There you go. Okay, there's more over there. So there you go, we're 5,500, not cutting out. 56, I'm still trimming. There's 57, I want to get 58. Slick water, watch out. There you go, stay away from the foam. 5,800. Perfect. All right, I think you got a winner, chicken dinner. Or is it turkey dinner? Probably ham dinner, whatever you have for Christmas. Merry Christmas. We'll have them put this thing back together again. We probably should have ran it on the main tank just to make sure the main tank's good, but I think he'll be okay. So just remember, fuel gauge, trim sensor, front winch strap, fuel, and trim tabs, because I don't think those are working. But that's up to the customer. He brought it in for service on the motor, cutting out at 3,000. All right, Boat Doctor out. Happy holidays.